Hey everybody, clearing. Okay, today I am being instructed to ask for divine guidance on, or insight on, what is the most triumphant, joyful energy that each of the counterparts has recently come to the awareness of or will in the near future. So what is it that we can see for the divine feminines on this journey? How are the divine feminines being guided to look at this journey in the highest of joy? We got a whole bunch. Let's have a look. Temple of the Moon Goddess, emotional transparency, nurturance, and grace. So above all, divine feminines, you are learning how to have this transparency with what you're really feeling, what your emotions are accurately telling you, not what you think, or the cliche things, or even if it's yours or not. You're coming into knowing your emotions so well that you can tell whether it's your counterparts, whether it's yours, whether it's an expected belief, how to sort through it. Even for some, you're learning how to redefine emotional responses and not just assume they are one thing or another, but accurately discerning what the implications of it are. So this is beautifully learning how to run with the empathy, with the ability to read energy regarding emotions. So that is one of the triumphs on this journey that is a beautiful blessing. And then we get Akashic information and subconscious awareness that has to do with this deep emotional response. This is like digging deep into the underground of the psyche in order to understand where these emotions are originating from, the connection between the belief systems, the paradigms, and the suffering or freedom. Our emotions tell us whether we are in suffering or in non-attachment, and this deep subconscious awareness that divine feminines have been tapping into is part of it. So that's a huge, as we become more emotionally capable as well, we can tune into energies that aren't just ours. They are our divine counterparts. They are the collective of humanity. They are different timelines, different past lives, different eras, different future potentials. All sorts of things become discernible because we can navigate with that deep sensitivity into those uncharted or intangible energies. So divine feminines, you have been blessed with this kind of Temple of the Moon Goddess, the divine feminine intuition or ability to discern those frequencies. What else? Dimensional planes of perception number 1, linear sequencing, time, hierarchy, and logic. So you are becoming more streamlined, more practical, more able to sequence things, more able to sort things, to find order in chaos, to organize things, to organize emotions, to be able to trace pathways, to trace energetic pathways, to be able to translate the frequencies because you can linearize what you're getting. This is so beautiful, divine feminines. Cause for great celebration indeed. And then Chamber of Exhilaration, learning, enthusiasm, and generosity and fortune. So these Moon Goddess, these divine feminine gifts of spirit, you are also being able to tap into those for your abundance. And the enthusiasm of learning, it's like catching this wave, surfing it, feeling competent in it, learning how to navigate it, and it's exciting. It's getting really cool. And artistry, expression, community, and celebration. So you are becoming a contributor. This is your birthright. You have been born to be a psychic, intuitive, divine feminine who can read energy and contribute from that deeper knowing in community. And so if you're just waking up to your gifts or you are seasoned in them, there is this celebration and community energy. So that's beautiful, divine feminines. Let's check out what the divine masculines are most supported. What is the most joyful? We got a whole bunch for divine masculines as well. We are getting etheric reflector, spiritualization of matter and reflected light. So divine masculines, you're tuning into your divine feminines. You're seeing yourself reflected in another. You're seeing a mirror. You're seeing spiritualization of matter in another. And so you're noticing this connectivity, the light in them, your divine counterpart, the light in you. You're seeing it ricochet. And that's beautiful, to see yourself in another, the divinity in another, to wake up to authentically seeing spirit in another. So beautiful. And so that is, you know, reclaiming past the objectification templates, the ownership templates, those ways that the feminine was objectified. Divine masculines, you are seeing the spirit, the full-fledged spiritual expression of your divine feminine, and that is such a beautiful, beautiful thing to see that in a true counterpart. And seal of evolutionary colors, progressive awareness, multidimensional change. So you have changed course. You have seen the mundane, the 3D, and then this supercharged next level. These colors are so vibrant in this card. In the deck, this is a unique color pattern. It's like next level auric expression. It's the glow in the dark, the neon, the technicolor, the digital augmentation. It's the next level of intensity. And so that's the spiritual inclusion. It's the progressive glow up. This is the light body activated, that extra. So not only is it the spiritualization of matter, but you're also seeing the benefits, the effects, the glow of that. Energetically or in the physical, it is now augmented. And it's causing you to be able to steer your ship accordingly, I just heard. There is mundane living and then the splendor, and you are attuning to the splendor, divine masculines, what life is really about. That is so beautiful. As you gain perspective and you progressively see that spirit is anchoring, you are living more and more fully, I heard. And you are grounding the solar plexus, the golden seed energy, light, wholeness, warmth, and well-being. That is a balanced ego, a balanced solar plexus chakra. So you're coming into this golden glow. You are the sun. You are the light in others' lives. You emanate that balance, the humility, the ego in check, the empowerment, the genuine, humble acceptance of your birthright as well. I just heard, to be a realized master, to step into embodiment of this enlightened energy that creates true well-being. That's so beautiful. And galactic transporter, adventure, exploration, and discovery. This is interesting because it talks about focusing outside of the planetary focus and looking more into the galactic, the resonance that is beyond the planetary scope. And so as you engage this deeper, more colorful take on the nature of reality, and it supports you, there are these very innovative otherworldly energies that you're starting to bring in. Synergy, I just heard. And it has to do with your divine counterpart, this ricochet of light, that it takes two to tango on the cosmic level, I just heard. So yeah, this union, mission ready augmentation is starting to be seen. So divine masculines, that's exciting as well. All right, let's get into, I'm actually going to do a reading on what the divine counterparts are both being asked to look at this time. What can we see for the divine masculines and the divine feminines? What is the energetic focus that can be most beneficial at this time? on the conscious mind, on the heart space, for manifesting, for actions being taken. What is the biggest challenge that would be most beneficial to look into? What is the spirit guidance for that challenge? And where is the connection going in the near future? Okay, I've got those cards. I'm going to do an advice card as well. Oh, we get reunion with Four of Wands, union energy. That's adorable. So focus on union, focus on reconciliation, coming together, win-win, amicable, harmonized energy, the synergy. So the divine wants us to be thinking in unity consciousness, not segregation. Okay, so what should the twins be thinking about on the conscious mind? Strength and temperance. Balance and empowerment. This is the humility, the embodiment of unconditional love, of eternal love, the inner balance. Our primary relationship is with our own inner balance. That is our accountability in the highest, is to balance our own emotions by navigating our independent lives so that we are balanced out. Not asking, demanding, assuming that somebody else is accountable for that. Taking care of it for ourselves. And that is the most profound way to come into celebration and true connection with somebody, is when you've already balanced out your own emotions and managing that on your own through humility and empowerment. And what are we meant to see? This is the new level navigation, the new beginning in the physical. The Ace of Crystals is like the Ace of Pentacles, and this is what the new cycle offers. The cosmic energies have aligned to allow for this level of sovereignty, autonomy, and real world navigation. What are the twins being asked to pay attention to on the heart space? Surrendering to the past is the past. Let it go. Letting go of all the things that didn't seem to work out, that didn't seem fair, that were a bumpy start. Everything from the past, forgive it, surrender it, come into the moment on the heart space. Celebrate the lessons that it taught, the things that it showed that we didn't want, and keep going. What do we need? Yeah, energetic navigation. You've got 5D navigation under your belt now, twins. It's no longer just about the 3D. It's no longer just about the mundane, the superficial, what meets the eye. There's this profound, magical, abundant, full-bodied flavor of life that you now know because of the journey through all the foibles. You've come into this extra navigation, the meta navigation. And so surrender the woes of the past, surrender all those troubles, and thank the journey for having empowered you on the 5D level. Yeehaw! That is so beautiful. Deep gratitude, twins, for having done that. It's a collective effort. What can we see for what we should be manifesting here? 6 of Wands, inner victory, justice. Qualify yourself for union. Do not look for how your twin is qualified for union or not yet. Really turn this victory into an internal, I heard competition with self. Beat your previous best. Keep leveling up within you. That is the true justice here. That is the spiritual mastery, the journey. You are in relationship with self. You are balancing yourself out in more and more victorious ways within. That is the true justice here. What you are within, you magnetize without or outside of yourself. And so keep doing that, because your reality cannot bring you a mismatch. When you are truly balanced on this impeccable scale within, that's all you can get. And that's not about being snobby or, hoity-toity high standards. That is a legitimate energy. If you are legitimately balanced out, you're not a match for anything that is not also balanced out. Surrender to this basic truth. Give up the ghost of trying to Tell yourself that this is too much effort, or this is not worth it, or this is too hard. It's harder once this process has begun to hold this at bay, and you won't come into union until you have reached enough balance to be accountable for it. And that is not a punishment. That is the way energy works. What you are within, that's what you are a match for. So surrender it and just do it. That's what we should all be desiring to manifest. And what actions are we being asked to look at? Page of Coins and internal happiness. So kindness to self and other, as we all deeply understand what makes us each innately happy. What is our own version of happiness? What is our own version of this 10 of Cups? We are still defining that. We are still having that revealed. We've been handed a whole lot of dreams about what it should look like, but this is a time to just be easy on yourself if it's not there yet, if it hasn't come in. I just heard again that this twin flame union is one of the most audacious manifestations that we can come into alignment with, and it's also about the journey. So during the becoming, go easy on yourself, go easy on your counterpart, embrace it. Tell yourself this is the fun part of the journey, and seek the joy in all of it, in the becoming. 5 of Flames, this is the karma, but it's the promise of the victory. The sun is rising there on the 6th wand, the 6th flame. That is the victory. This is the karma. So keep clearing the karma. Keep doing that work. Keep allowing it to happen. That's the action that needs to be taken. It's en route. It's here on the table. Your happiness is assured. Your fulfillment is assured. Keep doing your due diligence. What is the biggest challenge for the twins that we're meant to look at? Not integrating the intuitive hits that we're getting, the insight, the unconditional love. This is about a nudge to practice what we preach. It's one thing to hypothetically hear about it or theoretically hear about it, watching tarot readings, you know, like seeing other people living vicariously through watching that it exists, but don't forget to integrate it in your own right. How does it apply? How can it practically support you in your daily life? How can it be a new way of life? Don't just watch the pretty pictures and tune out. Take into consideration the depth of understanding that you're being subjected to, the vision that you can see. Embody it. Ask to be shown how to connect it into your life. And this is the challenge. This is the the cosmic challenge, the indigo. This is the wild cards, the starseed missions, the higher missions coming in. This is the fine art of channeling what we've learned on the journey into using our intuition to bring it into being, to bring it through us, to allow it to come through us in a way that integrates into our lives and changes the planet, changes our societies, our communities, our relationships. Everything in our lives transforms, and this is the challenge. It's this grander mission. Beautiful. So that is not a punishment challenge. Again, that is a blessing. That is a opportunity. That is a wild card. That is a winning the spiritual lottery that you have eyes to see, ears to hear, lives to live in this level of awareness that it's basically that you know about this, that you believe in it, that predisposes you to be the ones that bring this through. So you should be so excited that you are on a journey like this where you can think and see and experience on these levels. The challenge is what you gonna do with that. It's gonna be good, right? It's all made of love, so relax, enjoy it, bring it through, celebrate it, catch the fire of it, surf the wave of it, be it, live it. Okay, what is the advice here? Queen of Coins and High Priestess. So find what clicks within you. So we are being tasked to bring in this unconditional love and these higher ways of interpreting, understanding, living, navigating. And how do we do that in practical terms? How do we know what that niche is? How do we find that vein? We embody it and we pay attention to what makes a difference in our own right. What works for you? Trial and error, first-hand experience, the journey, long suffering, patience, practical application, doing it, living it, putting ourselves into it, one foot in front of the other. That's how it happens. That's the divine advice. This is the truth. You can't do it in any other way other than let it live through you. This is why ordinary people just being ourselves change the world. Because of this, because there is no other way that it rolls out on the planet than in everyday actions and deeds, thoughts and speech. Every decision you make is augmented and supported by what you are. And if you resonate with something like this, you are becoming more and more love all the time, and that is pumping into the earth plane. Okay, what can we see for the direction? Knight of Wands and divine timing. So, this is the player energy, the hot and cold, the ghosting, the flimsy, the weak energy, the non-committal energy. When it's in the reverse, it's deepening. In divine timing, we've had to go through the awareness of what this is. We've had to be the brunt of it, to experience it, to know that we don't want it, that it's not a fit anymore. And divine timing, once we get that through our 3D selves, that's when divine timing can come in the name of love and bring in the higher love, the deeper meaning, the deeper passion past the lust into the charismatic, the sensual, the truly embodied, the sacred sexuality, the deep, deep intimacy that actually does higher love justice. It's becoming divine time, everybody. How beautiful. Okay, let's get, I'm reaching for these ones now. So let's get a card on that for the divine feminines first. How do we anchor this? Balance. There's that intrinsic internal motivation, balancing out your emotions. You are accountable for your inner balance, not what your partner does, not what your divine masculine does or doesn't do. You are accountable for seeing things and experiencing things and engaging in things that are a fit, that don't rock your balance. The things that rock your balance aren't necessarily healthy or beneficial, so don't do those. The things that keep your heart in alignment, that keep you centered, not control dynamics, but authentically on the heart space, the things that sit right with you, that are well with your soul. Live your life that way. Don't fear you're going to miss out if you have those standards. You don't want the things that don't match with that. I want to add that it can be unconventional or counterintuitive to what we've been told in mainstream or indoctrinated with, because a lot of the things we've been told are bad and wrong are actually things that do sit well on our hearts, that do support us, that are healthy. But we have to go through this fire to know what those are and to self-govern and to trust ourselves. So divine feminines, you are in charge of your sovereign knowledge of what makes balance, what is truly healthy, life-affirming and alive within you. Innovate it, bring it through, show society, show your people, show your communities what actually works. You are qualified. I think in a private session today, I gave somebody a new name, a middle name. I do what I wanna. That's a little bit of a joke in my private circles, in my personal circles. But if you want to run your own show and be sovereign, change your middle name to do what I wanna. You've got this. And divine masculines, influence. So your divine feminine has been such a muse. This journey has been a muse, and you are about to step into your influence on that soul stuff level. Divine masculines, you are streamlining, cutting out things that aren't a fit, the karmic things. You are up leveling and growing, and you are about to see the influence. Oh, I see that you have on your children. and your communities, and your heart is going to be called. Your purpose, your missions are coming in. Your divinely guided, your higher missions, your true life path, your gifts and talents are about to unfold in ways that you have only ever sensed were coming. Divine masculines, get ready. The opportunities are on the way. Your influence is needed in the world, and the time capsules are opening. The divine timing is unfolding. I just heard. Okay, everybody, beautiful reading. That was exciting. Okay, bye for now.